Hello, my name is Jason Bittner. I am currently in the Recording Arts Bachelor's program here at Full Sail. And with me right now is my good friend and comrade, Taylor Kredatus. Taylor, would you like to tell us a few things about yourself real quick before we start this?
Yeah, sure. I am a big record collector, like making sample music, and my mom raised me into art at a young age, and I've been a big fan of it ever since.
Cool. So I guess we will start with this interview now. My first question for you is, what do you see as the role of the visual arts in our mass-mediated world, and particularly in your profession?
Well, in the mass media world, I think that's definitely the first impression of whatever product you're trying to represent, because people will look at that and try to see if, like, the colors, how they affect their emotions and everything. And then in the music part, which I'm involved with, album covers are kind of a loss. Like, they kind of lost their significance just because people aren't buying records anymore, but I still think it's a big part because back in the day, like, you would be going through CDs at a CD store, and if you didn't know somebody and the album art looked cool, like, you might as well just go and buy it just because you liked the way it looked.
Right, definitely. Question number 2 is, with new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry? And maybe give me an example of that.
Yeah, it's definitely positive because it makes whatever you're trying to represent more accessible to anybody in the world.
Right. And then, like, maybe an example of how that imagery comes with it or has a positive influence, maybe something you know.
I mean, just giving exposure easily, like if you were starting like a group or something, or you're starting a label, you have your own design out there, and then if people see that on another album or somewhere for a live show, they already know, like, hey, I saw that on this website.
Kind of like the Black Flag bars, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Black Flag being the seminal 80s punk band, had the 4 bars, and everyone associated that band with that. Whenever you saw it, you know, graffitied or on shirts and stuff, everyone...
And now it's being reused by every band now, and they put on shirts, and that's definitely the biggest seller for that band's merchandise, just because they like that group.
Next question is, what popular images do you see that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry?
Well, the Black Flag one you definitely just said. Definitely a lot of older metal groups, like their fonts, like Metallica and Slayer. You've seen those reused for other band shirts, and there's been a couple rappers too that have used old album covers of soul artists, and it'll be like the same exact background stuff, and they'll have the same outfit and everything, but it's just their own. An
example of that, maybe? So I can show.
Off the top of my head, there's a I forget who the artist was, but Wiz Khalifa, for one of his mixtapes, he has a copy off of some 70s soul artist where it's just him in like this hotel lobby with this certain like suit on and a girl hovering over his shoulder, but it's the same exact idea as the old album.
That's cool. Are there particular images that this industry has popularized and or created? I mean, I guess with, like, you know, we keep going back to the Black Flag thing, but that's definitely seems to be one that has definitely been popularized since the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, even with that, or you could say, like, maybe all the Nintendo games with all the Mario stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
just see, like, you know, the question mark box with the mushroom guy.
Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and what is your favorite style of visual art?
Right now, my favorite is probably this guy called Kaz. He's done a lot of album covers for Kanye West stuff, and he's been featured in a couple magazines. And he mainly does paintings, but sometimes he'll just have mass like figures set outside of art galleries representing his art. But What was the rest of the question?
It was just who your favorite visual artist was, and what is your favorite style of art?
Yeah. I'd probably say paintings, just because that's what me and my mom have always looked at throughout my life. And she sent me galleries in Philadelphia, and we saw Salvador Dali gallery in Tampa a couple years ago. So I'd probably go with paintings, just so you can expect.
So more like the Dali, more like
the
surrealism type.
Oh no, yeah, in that case, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of type.
That and like something like a dark cartoon and stuff too.
And how has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process?
It's just the feeling that you get from something. Like if you're listening to something or the way you look at something, you're gonna feel something by looking at it because you're interpreting your own expression from it. So just everything influences you. It doesn't matter what it is because you have to have an outlook on something.
All right. I definitely agree with that. Well, thank you for talking to me today. As I said, this is my art history interview for November 14th, 2012. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Taylor, for taking some time to just have this little conversation with me.
Very well.
Thank you, buddy.